irreplaceable, magnetic, where you become the one. And by the way, for those of you who have businesses and you also are looking in growth in other life areas, you can also translate it to other life areas, how you become irreplaceable in a world of competition, in a world of um, this person might be better than you. How can you stand out? How can you become irreplaceable? How can you become the one that is chosen? Okay, and a lot of women might be thinking, I just have to compete, I just have to look the best, I just have to behave the best, um, I just have to be most kind, have most, have to have the most money, and then the guy will choose me because I'm the best. That's why I'm being chosen. And yet you see over and over and over men choosing a woman when you're like, why did he even chose her? She is not that pretty. She's like average looking. She doesn't even has like a career or anything, and she's not wealthy at all. Like he's just like the only provider here. So why is she being chosen but I'm not? Okay, so you might be thinking that, and I will tell you how you become in this video irreplaceable, literally irreplaceable. Okay, so I'm not saying that those other points of looking good, being wealthy, um being kind don't matter. They do matter. They do matter a little bit. Okay? But you should be doing those things anyways for you, for yourself. Just that you feel good about yourself, that you work on yourself, that you like to look in the mirror, that you have money and freedom and all of those things. Okay? But how you become irreplaceable in dating has mostly to do with connection, with this invisible connection where a man feels like you become literally part of him. Yeah, you might also feel like this towards him, but he just feels like you become part of him. He also has this gut level attraction where he wakes up, he thinks about you. The last thing he goes to bed, he thinks about you, and where he feels safe around you, and he just feels like, yeah, you are part of him. And that happens through connection. Yeah, through connection, connecting to each other. And connection happens through authentic expressions, through you being authentic you. And while it sounds so easy, it's just not. It's not easy. As I'm a coach since 5 years, I help women all over the world since 5 years to get their proposal, to be engaged, married. I still myself am growing every single day, right? Like even today, I had a wonderful coaching call with my mentor, and I was declaring that I myself want more connection with my audience, with my clients, with everyone. And that needs for me to be more seen, to be more vulnerable, to be shown as who I am, even if I'm imperfect, to share my thoughts, to share my values. And while it sounds easy, but even for me right now, although I've expanded my container more and more, just like I used to hide extremely. I used to hide. I used to never speak what I wanted to speak, always only say what other people wanted to hear, always people please. It came even to the point where when there were like friends in the car, I was even, they would like connect their phone to the car to play a playlist of music. I was even afraid to share my music taste out of fear to be seen because I don't know, I just had like this huge blockage to be seen. So I became vanilla. And vanilla average is replaceable. But I remember I had a friend, she liked music that I actually didn't like. Like it was like German rap. like some kind of like rapping songs. It's not my taste. But we've been on one trip, and she was playing that song all over because she just loved this song. And I was just like going with the vibe. And every time I even hear this song ever again, sometimes it comes on the radio, but it's not that popular. But if I hear this song, I immediately think about her. It's not about that song. It's about she was back then, it was years ago, confident enough to share with me her favorite song, and we had a good time. We've been driving, and that created a bond, a connection with me, you see, because she shared her thoughts, she shared her feelings, she shared with me what kind of song she likes, as simple as that. And again, this back then my container was really, really small. I didn't want to share anything about myself to anyone. I was just terrified of being seen. Forget about public speaking or coming on YouTube. The first 6 months of my coaching business, by the way, I was hiding from any sort of video. I had a mentor, and she was like saying, "Come on, let's go live. It's gonna be okay." And I think the first videos, I was just looking on the ceiling. I remember a client telling me, Ellie, like, you're making video, but why are you looking away? I'm like, because I'm scared. So Audit expanded. So I'm here. I'm here talking to you guys, but my intention is to be even more relatable. So I'm still expanding, yeah? So again, it also goes for business, but in dating, in relationships, it's the same. When you show up on a date, authentic, being yourself, sharing your thoughts, sharing your values, sharing what you think about, how you're feeling. Yes, there is a chance that some people will feel like, who are you? Like, I can't relate to you at all. And some people will be like, yes, we vibe, right? And that is exactly what was happening to me years ago, where I was like, okay, you guys know my story. I did my inner work to become, um, I did my inner work because I wanted to expand my money mindset. I wanted to be wealthy myself. I wanted to earn lots of money. I wanted to be the top 1% woman. And then I allowed myself slowly, slowly, slowly to become more of myself with my friends, with dates, with my community. And what I realized that more people were like, yeah, I don't get you. But then there were people, men that was dating, or even clients, or people who just saw me online on my channel, or friends, where they were like, we click, I get you, you get me. And since then, I have so much connection. So I feel fulfilled. I have soulmate clients, the clients that I talk to even today. I wish myself they buy a bigger package because I want to talk more to them. So I would do it for free. I just love my clients to pieces. And the connection I have with my friends, with the man that I was dating, completely changed. And I also started attracting much higher quality of people around me, people who do self inner work. So I'm kind of getting off track because it's about being magnetic, right? Being irresistible, which you become when you are authentic. When you're yourself, you become magnetic to the right people who have the same values, the same thoughts, the same vision. They just click with you. But another benefit of that is that you yourself are going to feel this connection. So you see that you become irresistible and magnetic because the other person will feel this connection. In a world of people just numbing, scrolling the whole day, watching Netflix, just numbing, just being an automation. When you can show up authentic, when you can show up not scared, sharing your thoughts, not scared, sharing your feelings on a date, even with clients, they start feeling like they can relate to you, and the right people will relate to you. Yeah, there might be people who don't relate to me. I was sharing this one example that my value is like I really value health, for example, right? Like if I have anything going on, I will eat good, I will work out, I will I have seasonal allergies or some dust allergies, I will clean my house because I value health, and I will only take medication if it's needed. But I will not just take it because I eat bad or because I don't want to move or because I'm too lazy vacuuming my house. You know what I mean? So this is my personal value, and there are people who don't really agree to that. They feel like, why? Just like, just eat this fast food and then take medication for diabetes or whatever. This is their value, right? And they think I'm weird. So then we wouldn't match, and that's completely okay. But this is not my value. This is not who I am. So people who actually value health as well, like I do, they'll be like, yeah, let's eat healthy. Let's not take any medication. Let's just be the best version we can be. So what I'm just trying to say is when you are dating, especially when you're dating, this is so important that you show up authentically. But I get it how scary it can be. I get it. I think I have like a whole lifetime trauma of um, hiding because I always felt like I don't belong. Like in school, I was, as a teenager, already saying I'm not, like a lot of my friends in school were like, we're gonna be drinking, going to parties, taking drugs. Me as a young teenager, I already knew I'm not gonna do this. I prefer to be lonely and have no friends than do this. I'm just not gonna do this. I have big visions and big desires for my life. And again, there's nothing wrong with if anyone, went through this period, but I just have so much trauma, I think, through not belonging because in my school times, even at work or in my family, there was just so many times people not understanding me because I would literally completely act out of the box and think out of the box. So, yeah, until I found my tribe, but that only came by me fully being myself, fully being authentic myself, and um, it also comes in stages, right? Like I just shared with you guys, I used to be afraid to even share my music taste, and then I expanded, and now I'm here where I'm able to. It's like this expansion of this hair tied, and now I'm here being able to speak to all of you on YouTube and being seen in this way. But I wanna show even more of my heart, and not only because then I become irresistible to you all, but also because I will feel more connected. And this is exactly what will happen to you in dating as well. When you show up as yourself, the wrong man will disappear quickly. Don't take it wrong. They just see that you're not a good match, but the right men are going to feel like drawn to you. And you know what's the most beautiful thing? As a high achieving woman that is working on yourself, because I know you are when you are following my content, you're naturally already the top 1% woman, and that woman naturally attracts top 1% men. So when I was working on myself, I eliminated also complaining, also the victim mindset. I just was, okay, I do whatever needs to be done to have the best life. I come to this life in an empowered way, in a happy way, no matter what. And I think in abundance, I think in luxury. Men who were not a match for that, they naturally fall away. But then men that were thinking big, were ambitious, were thinking in luxury, abundance, yeah, also thinking in discipline, because I'm a very disciplined person, felt very much drawn to me. They felt like, wow, I completely relate to her. Yeah. And that's only the lifestyle. But then when I was sharing my feelings, how I feel about certain things, how I like or dislike other things, even if someone doesn't agree, those men were like, wow, I really feel connected to her. And this connection is such a fulfilling feeling, and it's on both sides. So you yourself gonna have more connection with others, and that's just so beautiful. But also the other person, let's say on you when you're dating, is going to feel connected to you. And in this way you become irresistible, irreplaceable, magnetic, because you shine like a diamond is magnetic, right? Like we all want diamond rings. It's shiny, it's beautiful. So I encourage you when you're on dates to show up who you are. And if a person, doesn't resonate with you, then that's completely fine. Because, when friends are important too, but when you're dating, when you're attracting your life partner, your husband, you are spending so much time with him. So much time, you have intimacy with him, you have maybe even kids with him, and it's really important that you guys get along, you guys have the same values, and you guys, you know, have this beautiful connection which is so fulfilling. So allow yourself to be yourself, allow yourself to be paralyzing, allow yourself to not be scared if the wrong people fall away, and allow yourself to be magnetic and irreplaceable, irresistible to the right man. And I know, it's easier said than done. It really is. Because there are so many times subconscious blockages, subconscious resistance to this journey where you yourself might be thinking, I'm already showing up, but then you're still hiding here and there, or you want to show up, but there's just this resistance, this unconscious fear where you don't know where it's coming from. And if this is something that you're experiencing, that guys always disappear, or you don't feel connected to them, you don't feel interested dating them, then there is literally a connection missing. Okay, attraction is a different thing. Attraction you can have with someone who doesn't speak your own language, You can be American, you can speak the English, and then you might meet someone who speaks French or German and you don't even speak a word, but you think he's hot and he thinks you're hot. That's another thing. Connection is about authenticity, about connecting with thoughts, with emotions, with your heart. And this will also make dating really how can I say, it's going to make dating really fun for you because you have connection. It's going to make friendships really fun for you when you have this true authentic connection, and you become irresistible, irreplaceable. But again, it's something that's not easy. You have to do really deep inner work. I'm also a trauma informed coach. I know about somatic healing. So I do a lot of inner work that helps you really tap into this subconscious, into this invisible blockage. Like, why can't I just be myself? Allow myself to be seen. Yeah, and if you'd like more support on that, make sure to reach out for a free love audit call. I'm gonna put the link in the description box. So just schedule it at a timing that fits you. If you don't find a good timing, you can also send me an email. We will just have a quick 10-minute audio call, and then I will already be able to answer your questions and help you with whatever you're going through. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and sign up for a free love audit call. And always remember that being seen will make you irresistible. But if there is resistance, which it was really hard for me too, there is a way, okay? And get the support, because you deserve to be fully seen. You deserve to be fully heard. You deserve to have this beautiful fulfillment of feeling connected. And you deserve to also know that you are irreplaceable. You are magnetic. You are the one. Not because you beat everyone else with your looks or earning or whatever, but because there is this beautiful bond that leads later to commitment. This is the number one reason why a man commits, because of that beautiful connection. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Sign up for a free love audit call, and I see you in the next video.